brace yourself for a deep dive into 10 of the most brutally unforgettable cinematic experiences ever created. These are the movies that push boundaries, challenge your comfort zone, and leave a lasting impact you won't soon forget. These hidden gems aren't just for the faint of heart. Let's dive right in. Number 10. Hobo with a Shotgun. This action-packed black comedy, directed by Jason Eisner, follows a homeless vigilante who arrives in a crime-infested city ruled by chaos and a ruthless boss. Armed with a 20-gauge shotgun, he fights to clean up the streets, facing everything from robbers and corrupt cops to a pedophile Santa. The story changes as he delivers his brutal version of justice to create a better future. While the movie is filled with extreme violence and gore, it's well-directed, with sharp editing and exciting action scenes. Its acting makes it easy to follow despite the chaos. Number 9. I Spit on Your Grave. Directed by Stephen R. Monroe, this 2010 remake of the 1978 cult classic is a chilling rape and revenge horror story. Jennifer Hills, a writer, rents a secluded lakeside cabin to work on her novel. Her peaceful retreat turns into a nightmare when she is viciously attacked by 3 locals, the sheriff, and a handyman. Refusing to remain a victim, Jennifer returns to exact brutal revenge on her attackers. Though the film's extreme violence may be disturbing, its strong performances, gripping direction, and atmospheric cinematography create an intense experience that lingers with the audience. Number 8. Kill List.
They're well earned.
Good. Necessary.
Directed by Ben Wheatley, this is a British psychological horror crime film that follows a hitman who, after a failed job, is given a new assignment to kill 3 targets with a big payout. What begins as a simple task soon spirals into chaos, pulling the hitman into a dark and twisted world. While the film explores complex human psychology, the strong performances, compelling direction, and tight script combine to make it an intriguing and immersive experience. Number 7. Antichrist.
You said you wanted to help me! Where are you?
Written and directed by Lars von Trier, this movie follows a grieving therapist who attempts to treat his wife's unusual sadness after their child's death. Seeking answers in a secluded forest, they embark on a disturbing journey that forces them to confront their darkest fears. Their emotional and physical pain intensifies as they become trapped in a ritual of profound sadness and guilt. Despite its controversial themes, the film excels in its technical and acting aspects. The cinematography scenes are reminiscent of classic paintings, and powerful performances make it a visually captivating movie. Number 6. Inside. In their directorial debut, Julianne Moore and Alexandre Bustillo bring us a French slasher film that follows Sarah, a mother-to-be scarred by a traumatic experience. Struggling with grief, she finds herself alone at night when a mysterious woman shows up at her door, intent on taking something from her, no matter the cost. The movie is fast-paced, bloody, and filled with relentless violence, keeping the audience on edge. The excellent performances help build tension, making it a suspenseful and compelling horror film that stands out in the gory genre. Before we dive into number 5, here are some honorable mentions you need to see as well. The Sadness. After a year of mild pandemic symptoms, a virus mutates into a mind-altering plague, unleashing violent chaos. Infected people commit horrific acts of murder, torture, and mutilation. Amid the destruction, a young couple fights to stay sane and reunite. Civilization collapses, leaving only the madness of the sadness behind. Audition. A lonely Japanese widower, soon to be left alone by his son, asks a friend to help him find a new wife. They hold an audition for a fake film, and he becomes captivated by one woman. However, his fascination leads to shocking, disturbing consequences. Terrifier series. Art the Clown, named one of the scariest clowns on screen, returns with a vengeance, targeting 3 young women and anyone else who crosses his path. Terrifier is based on the terrifying character from the successful horror anthology All Hallows Eve. Battle Royale. 42 ninth grade students are stranded on a desert island and forced to compete in a deadly game called Battle Royale. Legally required to kill each other until only one survives, some students embrace the violence, while others search for a way to escape. As the numbers shrink, can Shuya and his classmates survive? Hey, if you're always stuck scrolling trying to find something good to watch, let me save you the trouble. I'm always deep diving into all the streaming platforms to find the best shows and movies each week. It would seriously mean and help me a lot if you could hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you so much, you are awesome. Number 5, Eden Lake.
Is it warm? Is it warm? Is it warm?
This is a British horror thriller directed by James Watkins. Jenny and her boyfriend Steve escape to a remote lake for a romantic weekend, where Steve plans to propose. However, their getaway is ruined by a gang of unruly kids who steal their belongings and vandalize their car. When Steve confronts them, he's violently attacked. Jenny is then forced to run for her life, playing a brutal game of cat and mouse as the gang relentlessly pursues her through the woods. The movie has great character development. It is gripping and realistic, with a tense build-up leading to a shocking, fast-paced climax that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Number 4, Ichi the Killer. This is a Japanese horror Yakuza film directed by Takashi Miike. When a Yakuza boss named Anjo disappears with 300 million yen, his sadomasochistic henchman, Kakihara, and his gang embark on a violent search. After capturing and torturing a rival member, they realize they've targeted the wrong person and begin looking for Gigi, who tipped them off. Their hunt leads them to Ichi, a psychotic young man with incredible martial arts skills and blades hidden in his shoes. As Ichi cuts down the Yakuza, Kakihara intensifies his pursuit, culminating in a brutal showdown. The film excels in its original story, directing, acting, and intense violence, delivering a gripping experience. Number 3, Running Scared.
I don't think so.
Here is a neo-noir action thriller directed and written by Wayne Kramer. After a drug deal goes wrong, Joey Gazelle is tasked with disposing of the gun used to shoot a dirty cop. Things spiral out of control when a neighborhood kid steals the gun and uses it to shoot his abusive father. Now, Joey must find the kid and the gun before both the police and the mob do. While the plot is somewhat predictable, the character development is strong. With impressive special effects, gripping direction, and believable acting, the film delivers an intense, thrilling experience. Number 2, Martyrs. This is a French psychological horror film, written and directed by Pascal Laugier. 15 years after being abducted and tortured, Lucy embarks on a bloody quest for revenge against her oppressors. Along with her childhood friend Anna, who also suffered abuse, Lucy spirals into madness and delusion. Left alone, Anna begins to relive Lucy's traumatic childhood experiences. Though the film is filled with graphic scenes of screaming and torture, the acting and suspense are expertly executed, making it a chilling experience. The movie pushes the boundaries of horror, leaving a lasting impact with its exploration of suffering and vengeance. It is a must-watch. Number 1, a Serbian film. This is a Serbian exploitation horror film produced and directed by Sergeant Spasojevic. Milos, a retired porn star, lives with his wife Marija and young son Peter, but the family faces financial struggles. Milos is contacted by the porn actress Leila, offering him a lucrative job in an art film. He meets the director Vukmir, who gives a massive contract but refuses to reveal the script. Desperate, Milos accepts the job, only to discover that Vukmir and his crew are involved in making horrific snuff films involving pedophilia, necrophilia, and torture. As Milos becomes entangled, he realizes he may not save his family. Despite its insane, disturbing content, the acting, particularly by the lead, is compelling, making the film unforgettable.